Good morning and welcome to Matt Bayeski YouTube channel, and welcome to the Heart Healing Retreat in Caceres. Caceres? I don't know. I'm not very good at pronouncing Spanish, pero mi español poquito poco. Every day I work a little bit harder on my Spanish. Welcome guys, this is day 2 of the Heart Healing Retreat in Spain. Everybody's now practicing their yoga this morning, finishing off on their Om, and it's beautiful here. Above us, you can't see, but there's many eagles flying. This morning I saw about 18 over in the corner over there, and just before I started filming now, there were about 7 just above us. It was absolutely beautiful. The signs that we see every day are really beautiful, but this morning I'd like to talk about something which stayed with me for quite a while, and I think it may have some relevance to you this morning, and it's about good hearts and hearts that are closed. What is a good heart? Well, a good heart is somebody that feels others before they feel themselves, but actually they do feel themselves when they feel pain more than happiness. A good heart is somebody who wants to give, wants to share, wants to make people feel better, and is always aware of what's around them at any given moment, and they're always looking to see if they can improve the world and help mankind and our animal kingdom. That's kind of like my belief system, that a good heart is. Each to their own. But I'm going to share something with you that you may feel is maybe irrelevant or maybe relevant, but let's see. Many years ago I spent time with a friend, and we were in a certain country together, and as we were doing what we were doing in the house, I recall asking to borrow just to spray some aftershave on me which he brought, and he said, "Do you know how hard I have to work for that aftershave?" And I said, "Sorry?" He said, "Do you know how hard I have to work to pay for that?" And I said, "No." He says, "I have to work damn hard for that, and every spray costs." And I said, "Oh, don't worry about it, it's okay, it's no big deal." And we just left it like that, and I just thought, wow, okay, no problem. Anyway, a couple of days went by, and we were having something to eat together, and he said, "Do you want that on your plate?" I'd like it. I'd like to taste that. I said, "Take it, here, eat it." So I sort of cut part of my fish off and gave it to him, and he ate it. Anyway, following few days went by, and again I asked to borrow something, and he refused, and he gave me an excuse about why and how hard life was, and I started to see a pattern in this soul, this friend, and instead of getting angry and getting upset thinking, well, I give you this, you give me that, which is normally what people do, I started to try and understand where all this came from. Now, bearing in mind at the same time, all the way through the time that we shared together, he always asked me for things, and I was always wanting to give, and I was always giving all the time without him even asking. Anything that I had, anything that I did, I was just giving because that's who I am. At the end of our trip together, I noticed something really profound, and that was, on the final night of going out, he handed me the bottle of aftershave and says, "Here, put some on." You see, I never forgot that. Never. Looking at his life, he was a brother of many brothers and sisters, and all the family had fought very hard, and You know, like a group of you own 6 or 7 dogs and you put the food out and they fight like mad to get it because if they don't eat it quick enough, the other brother or sister's going to eat it. I think his life was a little bit like that, that they all had to fight very hard for what they had. And when you come to realise that, you realise it's never anything personal. You see, the moment he said, no, you can't have this aftershave, I've worked hard for it, we could easily get upset and think, you know what, this guy isn't a nice guy. Or we could just let it go and keep being ourselves, keep shining, keep being the lighthouse. I guess the moral of the story today is this. Rather than knee-jerk, or react, or point fingers, or judge, why don't we just simply get on with life and be happy with who we are, be the open heart we are and keep shining, and eventually that lighthouse, as you are, touches other people and helps them see how to really truly live. And like my friend who handed me the aftershave, that was a big thing, and not even he realised what he'd done, I don't think. But it just goes to show, if you continue take one step after another, keep taking them steps no matter what happens, one step after another, keep being you, then eventually you could just change your heart today. I love you all, guys. My message today is never react, never try and understand somebody else, simply let them be, and you keep being the amazing person that you are, and never change for another person who may make you feel a little bit sad and make you wonder why. Never wonder why, never be sad, be the most amazing soul that you are. It's my 50th birthday today and I feel 18, I feel amazing, I feel wonderful, I feel healthy, I feel blessed, I feel like life's a miracle, and I've got so many adventures coming ahead now, I can feel them. And I think I'd like to share with you this little message. The message is, like I always share with people, where we are right now is where we're meant to be. But more importantly, where we'll be taken to is exactly where we're going. Trust in that today as I do. Have a beautiful day whatever you're doing, guys. I love you all. And from the Heart Healing Retreat, you're always in my heart. Love you all.